Vroom. Hello there. For the past 3 weeks, we've been working on the foundation of the structure, and unfortunately, there were some hiccups along the way. First of all, we had an inspector come in for the foundation inspection, and he was concerned about the foundation of this wall right here, whether or not this wall would be able to support the upper floor, and second of all, whether or not the existing foundation of this entire structure here, basically this footing and the foundation under it was sturdy enough to keep up the entire structure. And so we had to talk to the structural engineer and have him come out and take a look at the existing foundation. So what we did was we opened up the entire wall here. We're gonna take a look, and we opened up a piece of the outside wall, and the conclusion we came to was this wall, the foundation under this wall was not strong enough, so that set us back a couple of weeks. We had to do some extra work, which I'll explain later. But the other part was this foundation, existing foundation here. The inspector originally wanted us to do an excavation and redo the entire existing foundation, which would involve taking it up piece by piece and underpin the existing footing, which would be putting more, digging up section by section, putting rebars underneath to kind of prop it up, give it some extra support, and then do that all around the perimeter, which would take maybe months, which would take, $50,000-$100,000, a huge task. But luckily, the structural engineer was able to come in, verify that the existing foundation was sufficient, and we were able to get the inspector okay with that. So for this part, however, this is the additional foundation work that we had to do. And this involved basically digging up this entire part, this entire trench here. And so there is an existing foundation. It was just not strong enough. So first they had to get a bobcat, which is the car right out here. And so someone goes into this. Then they use this attachment, this drill thing, to basically jackhammer the floor and crack open the concrete. Basically open the entire thing up, and then you gotta shovel off the dirt, which is why you see so many mounds in here. And basically that results in this entire trench. And because it's an existing foundation, there were existing rebars for these metal rods here. So they have to saw this whole thing apart. And to open this whole place up. And next what they did is they propped up the walls with these wooden joists, and as you can see, and these diagonal ones here and there, just so this wall would not collapse. Another thing is so what they did next was, obviously they needed to make some new foundations here. So they needed to cut some rebars, drill new holes here, and then air out the holes for the dust, and then put these existing rebar structures in. happen later is they're gonna have a cement truck come pour cement all over this entire thing. So it's gonna look like a regular cement slab, but this really gives it the extra support for another structural wall here. As you'll see here, on the two sides of the wall, there's an extra deep trench. This is the footing of the foundation. And if you look closely in here, we have a rebar structure that is propped up by a couple of rocks. This is so the rebar structure does not touch the floor or the soil when the concrete is poured in. The rebar serves as pretty much the spine for the concrete. It adds rigidity to the foundation and ensures that it will stay in place. That's all the progress that has gone on for this week. Next step would be to get the city inspector to come out, approve all our foundation work, and make sure everything is up to code. Then after that, we can get a cement truck to come in and fill in the entire foundation. After everything is filled in, we can move on to framing, which would be putting up the walls. Thanks for watching.